Gauntlet announces AI-powered cloud security solution. Gauntlet Technologies Private Limited, a cyber security company established in Bangalore, launches Gauntlet, its award-winning software as a service (SaaS), offering comprehensive cloud, code, and all security monitoring capabilities. The platform harnesses generative AI (GenAl) to expedite the resolution of security vulnerabilities and eliminate human errors. Gauntlet simultaneously enables organizations to demonstrate compliance with over 20 international security regulatory standards. Entrusting their security responsibilities to Gauntlet helps businesses to remain focused on what they do best, delivering high-quality products and services. Gauntlet has gone through rigorous market validation and has proven its efficacy across industry verticals, including healthcare, fintech, and manufacturing. Gauntlet's customers have saved millions of dollars by using the product to stop security breaches and maintaining a strong cybersecurity posture. Under the leadership of Mr. Sumant Naropant, Gauntlet Technologies was established by a team of information security specialists. Gauntlet Technologies was incubated under Deep Armor Technologies Private Limited, an internationally recognized firm and a trusted cybersecurity partner to numerous Fortune 100 corporations and government organizations. Speaking at the event, Mr. Naropant said, "Gauntlet has been designed by people who work in the trenches. A comprehensive cloud, code and AI security monitoring software should be an indispensable part of your security toolkit. Gauntlet will enable you to fix vulnerabilities quickly and help you maintain a strong cybersecurity posture."
Hello, my name is Sumant Naropant. I'm the founder and CEO of Gauntlet and the founder and CEO of another company called Deep Armor. I've been doing cybersecurity for a long time. I'm actually a Bangalorean, studied in Bangalore and worked with a professor in Indian Institute of Science who inspired me to get into cybersecurity. So that was the start of a journey that has lasted for 20 years now almost, and it's still going strong. So I work for a company called Deep Armor and Gauntlet. So Gauntlet is a cloud security, AI security and code security company. We work with businesses that are using any of these services. It could be AI services, it could be code development services and so on, because there are a lot of new risks that many of these companies are not aware of. They may be excellent architects, they may be excellent developers, but expecting them to be experts in security is not valid. So that's where Gauntlet comes into picture. We stop security breaches through Gauntlet. We give them advanced notifications. We are continuously running in their cloud, so that way we give them notifications as and when a problem happens, instead of notifying them many days later on. We are also believers in compliance, so we work with many different standards and regulatory bodies. So we help our customers meet standards such as ISO, NIST, HIPAA, GDPR, as well as many of the Indian standards like RBI, SEBI, and in the future DPDP as well. So that way we are proud to say that we are a cybersecurity company driving innovation at the cutting edge for the world out of Bangalore, India. So we are making in India, making for the world.
So how does AI help in cybersecurity?
AI is actually very interesting, and it's a very powerful solution, but it should be used responsibly, right? So one of the innovative ways where we use AI is, for example, when our product reports a security problem in our customer's cloud, they can fix it by following the rules or the guidelines given by the provider. Very often it can take a long time. It can take up to half an hour. It is prone to human errors. But by using GenAI, now we are able to generate code and command line instructions. So it cuts down the time to fix by more than 60% and reduces the risk of human errors. So that has been something that many of our customers really like.
So how does the AI security cloud system is contributing to reduce the operational costs for a small MSME or a service sector?
Yeah.
How do you match those reductions also?
Right. So small companies, MSMEs often struggle with budgets, right? So, and security is a very expensive area for hiring people, right? So usually security engineers are very expensive. So one of the innovative ways where AI is helping is trying to solve some of these problems by a regular developer or a DevOps or a support engineer. So it's providing these capabilities so that not all, of course, you need a security expert at some point, but AI is helping achieve some of the basics without even requiring you to hire a security expert at your team.
Well, don't you feel it like for the operational cost on a day-to-day basis, it may increase also for an ordinary MSME guy who wants to get into securities. Then the operational cost will also, as you get inside, the operational cost will immediately go up. I mean, how can we balance that?
Not always, I would say. For instance, if you are using OpenAI, for instance, right? So, which is one of the most popular platform, ChatGPT's API integration. So we use OpenAI, and the costs of using OpenAI has dropped quite significantly. So it's basically like if you make about 50 to 60 API calls, it just costs $1 or so. So that way they have commoditized it, made it accessible to the general audience. But one thing I want to make everyone aware is that it's experimental. Right? So if you go to ChatGPT, it actually says, this disclaimer saying, don't look for accuracy here. So that is something we strongly recommend for all of our customers. Even when we give results using OpenAI, we say that this is for guidance. You should review it, make sure that it is suiting your cloud. And that any DevOps or what we call as an SRE, site reliability engineer, they should be able to understand.
So who are your targeted customers?
So what we call as SMBs and mid-market, right? So companies which are not very large in terms of market capitalization, market value and so on, who are suffering from this problem where there is cloud security, AI and code security, but cannot afford spending millions of dollars with any of the big US brand names, right? So we want to help them achieve security through Gauntlet.
So can you just distinguish between the conventional method and with the, as on today, it's a conversion method is going on. With AI, cloud solutions, what would be that difference in making of?
Right. So it's a two-step difference, I would say. One, the very conventional method is to do all of this manually. We used to do it ourselves, actually. So before we built Gauntlet, we were actually having a team of people looking at cloud for our customers and understanding, evaluating all of the security problems in their cloud, provide the results in the form of spreadsheets, right? So it's not elegant, and also it's a one-time effort. It used to take us several weeks.
So what about the client's privacy?
Privacy is very important. For instance, many of our ΦinTech customers, they are very clear that Gauntlet should not be able to see the data, right? So there is financial data there. In fact, some of the regulatory requirements like PCI DSS requires that third-party tools should not have access to sensitive information. So Gauntlet actually achieves that. So we don't require access to any private data. We require access only to the configurations and settings for the cloud services, and that's enough.
So on the real time, how does actually AI on real time the security systems work? You want to understand on real time there are many security issues will be coming up. And how does that?
So this is an innovation that has been going on even beyond Gauntlet, right? So it's not one. It's not an area where we focus exclusively, but in real time there are many threats where even if the attacker gets in once, their job is done, right? So they don't have to wait in the system for a long time. There are a lot of models being done where they use like Bayesian algorithms and mathematical models where they want to identify an anomaly. Let's say I have a team of 10 people. They keep accessing the cloud backend in order to do their job, right? So now the AI system should understand that 10 developers accessing my cloud is normal. But let's say tomorrow there are 1,000 login attempts, right? So there is no rule because just an access cannot be defined as something malicious. But 1,000 access within a matter of like 2 hours should be malicious. So there are some mathematical models that are being built for handling these kind of threats.
There is any been setup going on like you bringing all team for cyber security and creating a real-time security purpose. Are you working on that lines? Like all different companies working on the same product. Like on the real time.
It is an interesting challenge actually because one, you need cross compatibility. right? So at the end of the day, it's a business, unless there are standards for sharing, for instance. So I cannot claim that Gauntlet solves everything for you, right? So there are many things Gauntlet cannot do, but we are very clear on what Gauntlet can do. There are certain programs that are being done. For example, there is a body called Cert India. So I don't know if many of you are familiar. So it basically talks about information sharing. So if I identify something malicious or something wrong or something like abnormal in my customer's cloud, there's a mechanism through which we can report to them, and they'll report to all other vendors, all other partners. So that way we collectively learn.
So on what, on the global data protection, on what are you working on? It is a GDRP or
GDPR?
Yes,
Yeah.
and or a CCPA is on that what
Yeah.
you are working.
So we are GDPR ready. We are aware of CCPA as well. That's the California privacy policy and the regulations. So beyond